Good afternoon. This is the latest update on Tropical Depression 9W, the afternoon of July 21st, 2012. Continue to monitor the system as it moves into the West Philippine Sea or the South China Sea. It was last located approximately 370 kilometers northwest of Lawag City, located here in the northwestern tip of Luzon, or about 450 kilometers southeast of Hong Kong, which is right over here in the southeastern part of China. Maximum sustained winds remain at 55 kph with gusts of up to 85 kph according to latest warning from JMA. JDWC have slightly lower wind estimates as per their latest warning. Right now, 9W of Ferdie is moving westward at 20 kilometers per hour. You can see here in this latest visible image, much of the convection remains displaced generally to the south and southwest of the system. We also noticed multiple vortices spinning around a common center as it crossed Luzon Strait this morning. However, we are actually noticing a better organization and signs of consolidation again around that common point, which is located right around where the mouse is. Current warnings, this is as of 11 a.m. actually from Pagasa. We still have signal number 1 up for Ilocos provinces and also Abra. This province is located on the western and northwestern part of Luzon. Hong Kong, meanwhile, as of 4:30 p.m. this afternoon, is issued the standby signal number 1, meaning a storm is within 800 kilometers of Hong Kong. And is forecast to move closer to the region, encouraging residents to continue monitoring the news and the weather for the latest updates. However, as of right now, much of the forecasts are taking Ferdie or 9W south of Hong Kong and would not be much of a direct threat. However, still watch the HKO for the official warnings from them. Looking at the infrared image, you can see again much of the bulk of the convective activity remains to the south and west of the center, which is located over here. However, we are seeing new cloud tops, very cool cloud tops, blowing right what would be the location of the center of the storm. So the wind shear, which has been causing some problems in terms of development in the past 2 days, is forecast to relax in the next 24 hours, allowing the storm to really get its act together as it moves across the South China Sea, and can kind of start seeing some sort of slight intensification. We will continue monitoring the system throughout overnight to see if again how strong and how good that improvement how good that improvement will be. But again, looking at the infrared and showing you the convection is still remaining offshore of Hong Kong, so not really expecting that much of in terms of heavy rain for the region. However, as for the Philippines, again, still seeing the effects of the strong southwest monsoon being enhanced by 9W, bringing scattered to widespread light to moderate rains across much of Luzon, Palawan, and even here in Visayas. Actually, let's take a closer look at the Philippines, and you can see in those cloud tops right over central and southern Luzon, and also here even in Palawan and western and central Visayas. We're also seeing some scattered rains across here in Mindanao. But the bulk of the activity has been centered across much of Luzon. Actually, many areas reporting around 100 millimeters of rain the past 24 hours, including Manila and Baguio. Some parts of western Luzon, for example, Vigan City, actually recorded nearly 200 millimeters of rain overnight. So it's giving you an idea of how the heavy rain affected many of the areas. So we saw some news of widespread flooding and suspension of classes. Thankfully, today's the weekend, so not really impacting any school. Quickly going back to 9W here, expect the system to slowly move away from the Philippine area of responsibility. Actually, we expect that to happen in a couple of hours as it moves into the South China Sea. You can see here in the model forecasts, taking again 9W south of Hong Kong, which is located here. So we expect the system to be somewhere around 300 kilometers south of the region by tomorrow afternoon. The consensus is taking the system towards the Guangzhou Province, or right around the Leizhou Peninsula, here located in southern China, passing north of Hainan Island by as early as Monday morning. It is also expected to continue moving westward, crossing Gulf of Tonkin and probably making landfall in the northeastern part of Vietnam by as early as Wednesday afternoon. You can also actually see some hints of another possible tropical cyclone development early next week. Nothing set in stone yet, but continue to keep an eye on the Western Pacific for any signs of development. But again, right now the focus is on 9W, which is forecast to intensify into a tropical storm as early as tonight, perhaps. And you can see here actually in JMA, they only have a 24-hour forecast out because the system is still a tropical depression. But again, as I said, they are still expecting this system to become a tropical storm in the next 24 hours. And also the forecast is taking the system generally on a west-northwestward course. We are also expecting this GMA to follow suit in terms of the model consensus as well. Looking at Hong Kong Observatory, you can see the official forecast from the agency is also taking 9W south of Hong Kong, and again heading generally towards the direction of Guangzhou Province in southern China. Looking here on JTWC's forecast, this is a latest forecast as well from them. Again, holding generally with the model consensus of taking the storm towards Leizhou and crossing Gulf of Tonkin and again making landfall in the northeastern part of Vietnam by Wednesday afternoon. You can see also JTW is expecting the system to intensify to as high as 50 knots by Monday, as early as Monday, as it crosses the warm waters of the West Philippine Sea or South China Sea, and also forecast to keep that intensity as it makes landfall because of the generally warm waters in the Gulf of Tonkin. And as I've said, the wind shear is forecast to relax as the system crosses the said areas. So the general idea here again is the system moving south of Hong Kong tomorrow, probably increasing some winds and also creating large swells, but aside from that, nothing really strong or stormy. Just keep in mind we have the HKO for the official warnings and forecast, medium to long term forecast, again taking 9W towards the Leizhou Peninsula and possibly making landfall in Vietnam. And that concludes our afternoon video update for today. Thank you for watching again. Please monitor the latest official forecast from your respective weather agencies, Pagasa, Hong Kong, and actually JMA for latest warnings there. Stay safe, everybody.